Join us today for Louie's 8th ride since I bought him in January. We've taken things really slow with him, mostly because he seemed to be a very complicated and very sensitive horse. I bought him with the intentions of going to RRP, and then subsequently we got banned because I share too much. But I operate best out of spite. So here you're going to see what a great horse Louie is becoming, even though he kicked me the other day. That was a cheap shot, Louie. But also a love tap, because I think if he wanted to hurt me, he really would have. He's actually just very dexterous with his feet. So to start off here, I'm going to lunge him. Starting off to the right, you know, the last time I made a video about riding him, I did not successfully get him to lunge to the right. But again, I lunge my horses for attention, not to exhaust them. I also have some little trap holes set up that you cannot see because they're in the knee-high grass. Thank God for the rain. For a while, I had been going along with the idea that he just needed time off, but I really think he's a horse that needs a job and will feel more secure having one and knowing what his purpose is. So his vacation is over, and now we're going to begin the real business of turning him into an event horse. My event horse. And if you remember or paid attention, you'll know that I did take him to the vet. He didn't have any ulcers. Well, he had one microscopic ulcers. If you were to grade ulcers, they would be a grade 0. So no ulcers, no physical problems. This is just his personality. And as you'll see, we have no explosive behavior today on the lunge line. Now, we do have an interesting moment during our ride, but you'll want to stick around and see what that was actually all about, because it wasn't his fault and he was actually a very good boy about the whole ordeal. And I think we handled it much better as a team. He's also been spending some time with my other horses, Ember, my thoroughbred mare, and one time he got to hang out with Spanky, who's my Irish sport horse gelding. It's just hard to keep the two of them together because Louie needs to eat all of the grass and Spanky needs to eat none of the grass. And he also wears a very expensive fly sheet, and Louie is one that likes to take the clothes off of other horses because, you know, they just don't need to be burdened with all that extra clothing in the summer heat. It's actually not hot, okay? It's nice out. We've had a lot of rain recently. Look at my beautiful pastures. But also look at my beautiful horse. Isn't he so nice and lovely and far from the aggressive, violent horse that I accidentally made that one time at the trailer that got me banned from RRP. Anyways, we don't have to talk about that. But I am going to pop him over his first cross rail today and, you know, lower your expectations. Lower, lower, even lower. Okay? But you're going to have to wait to the end of the video to see that, because when my horses do something really well for the first time, my immediate answer to their success is I get my ass out of the tack, 2 feet firmly on the ground, both hands undoing the girth, and telling him what a good boy is. Because why? Horses learn by the release of pressure, and there is nothing greater when it comes to releasing pressure than getting off of their back and undoing their tack. And yes, letting them take a bite of grass, because they just worked their ass off for you. I want to tell you about how Louie kicked me the other day, but his little piece of drama here is coming up. Here we go, watch. Boom. Oops. Wee.
That was not. Saw that. You good?
So yeah, he fell in a little gopher hole. We have those here, and he just found out that we have those here. I'm just going to stand with him and let him take a breath and let him know he's not naughty and that he's a good boy. And yes, that was a jump scare for all of us, but thank you for not dumping me.
Yay.
So anyways, back to him kicking me. I had brought him and Ember in for the night because it was fixing to be feed time. And I knew he was going to be upset about it, so I was going to compromise with him. And I'm in my pajamas, right? I haven't done shit all day. And because Ember's gone and he's in his paddock, he's frantic. And I know he is. So I'm walking to the back to open his back gate so he can go in the back pasture, which is about 5 acres, right? So he could at least see Ember over there. And what does he do? He trots past me and he fucking kicks me. But it didn't hurt. I feel like if he wanted to hurt me, he would. And he didn't. It was like a love tap, like he was dabbing me up. So here's his first jump. Whee!
Success. At least you didn't die. You gotta be trotting to go over a jump.
And I think I'll let my daughter narrate the rest of this because she's pretty dope at it.
Yay!
She's the best groom in the whole world and videographer.
Somebody. It did not get anything down though. Got this, twin. Got this. Yay! Happy lock in, Louie.
So yeah, when you're working with green horses that haven't jumped before, it's kind of awkward to know what they're gonna do, what to expect over a jump. Are they gonna over jump it and jump you out of the tag? Are they gonna stop? So yeah, it's pretty much always awkward in the beginning. So, but I'm proud of them anyway.
Happy dance. No?